Nope, just all of my talking.
Sorry about the delay. I was making dinner.
Are you going to eat the dinner?
I will need almost exactly 1 minute, but if we queue now, I can do it while you set up markers and stuff.
That takes about 0 seconds. But
He can eat really fast.
Well, yeah, but it takes about as much time for you to open the menu as it does for me to grab a dish.
Fair enough. I believe we are playing hot potato right now.
Besides, just saying it has already burnt through half the time I need.
Go, go, go. Go finish food.
last time, ready check.
Is it the last ready check? Well, I guess it is.
I think we're probably going to do a ready check at least once or twice inside the instance.
There's another fate tonight if you care, but it's at 10:22 or 10:22 my time, whatever that is.
Does it increase my?
Oh wait,
That was 2
points?
minutes ago.
43. 10:43. That's what I meant. But
an hour.
in an hour and 19 minutes.
All right.
That's what it says.
All right. So we're gonna have to take a mid raid break to raid Ishgard and collect 3 script.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless it gives me like armor points, I really don't.
I'm assuming you have to have progressed at least a little bit to do it.
Nope.
You should have unlocked all the stuff.
You just have to have walked in there and set foot. Why is my game so quiet?
I don't know.
These are the markers we were using, so I guess these are the markers we're using.
If I eat another food, will it overwrite this other one?
If it's a
Yes.
different food, then yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Because I don't need gathering food right now.
Oh, I should totally eat my coffee biscuits. Red is first. Red will be first again. Blue will be first next time.
There's extra knockback here. 2 seconds now.
Oh, I saw the wrong tether. Well,
I'll get Midori. Stack up. Perfect time for devotion.
Oh, shit.
Is there any way that I can hit both of those with an LB?
Yeah, should go down.
Nope. Well, that was closer than last night.
Might actually be easier with Dancer LB, since it's a line attack.
Gotta pull out those crossbows you're keeping in storage there.
You know. I keep them in my boots.
That's the sound that crossbows make.
Wow.
Well,
You touched the bolus horns.
yeah. And it didn't blow until 2 seconds afterwards. Sorry about that.
Oh wow, that actually hurts without indication.
Again, sorry about that.
No wonder the crit like felt like it didn't do anything.
Red's first. Red will be first again. Blue is first next time.
I'll get nearest.
I'll get the door.
Niche. Take a second.
I know.
Slow res.
Alright.
Nope, I got into a pool. Oh shoot, I hit the button. Guess I'll get that res.
Oops.
Whee! I'm like, one person is definitely pointed the wrong
Yup.
direction.
Oh no.
Red is first. Next, blue is first. And blue will be first again.
Yeet. I'll get placeholder.
I don't want to stand with that.
You're not my mom. Oh god, this is the worst. Have the res.
There's really not a good spot there. Oof.
Oh, that one's coming.
Oh no, it's just gonna explode.
Yeah, it started its thing early because the other one died.
Ah, true.
I'm trying to my darndest to do optimal DPS, which means sort of spread DPS. So, would it be possible to have Midori do ranged attacks against whichever ad has the most health?
Okay.
Okay, because yeah, I might not be able to make up for placeholder focusing down but one.
I don't do much, but I will try.
If it's 5v3, it should hopefully make a difference.
No, I mean it would be like 4v3, and then like
I
one
switched
person.
to the other one at the end, by the way. For like the last 10%.
Blue is first. Blue will be first again. And red will be first.
Woohoo! My toes are on the edge. Oh my. What keeps happening? I'll get Midori. Or nope, I will get nobody.
Stack up Tam, stack up Tam. Oh,
Cam lived.
I know, right? What the heck?
Actually, the second one you can actually stack the whole group with, if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. Does it do anything?
I don't know if it reduces the damage anymore.
All right. Sorry, I'm ready.
Who was first? Red will be first next. Red will be first again.
Hey, that was the first time we didn't lose 3 people. Nice. Back up.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
I'll get the res.
Oops.
They're pretty even right now. No, one of them is a little ahead. $34. That's out. I'm switching targets for a bit. Can we do an LB? Oh, perfect. Nice.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you did.
Wow.
I can save the silent for that.
I'm assuming it's pretty good. Holy cow!
Might want a little more prep for that. No. It was perfect. We lived.
Just building limit break.
Holy cow.
Alright, well, we all remember this fight. Get hit by your opposite color, and it's going to swap your color.
Yep, it's probably gonna. Oh.
What? So that was supposed to be white stack on the white tank and black stack on the black.
That makes sense. Or wait, no, because then we'll all die if we get hit by two of them. We can make.
No, we won't. No, we won't. That was a stack marker.
A stack on the tank, right?
Yes.
Yes. So white.
Right.
So white stack on the white tank, black stack on the black tank.
Okay, we should also probably go to the side a little, probably.
Yes. The two inner ones go straight down. The outer ones tether to the closest person.
Okay, then we just go to C and 3. Unless the inner one's tethered, then we can go to.
Nope, they don't.
Okay.
They're straight.
Alright, did we have anything that we wanted to change? Is it usual to use limit break to kill the ads?
No.
Are we just doing shit DPS?
We were probably gonna do it without that LB. They were both at like 2%.
It was close.
It was really, really close.
I don't think we would have done it without the LB.
That particular time, yeah, but I'm sure next time it will not be that close. Let's say if they're at 6% or higher, no, 4%? 4% or higher when they're casting. Probably.
It's a pretty split-second decision.
Well, we'll know, like... Okay, fine.
It takes a long time to go off.
Yeah. How about 10% by the at the last stack, the fourth stack?
Let's gauge it this time.
Sure.
Blue is first. Blue will be first again. Red will be first.
I got clear.
Oops. Wow, what?
Wait to hit my cooldown.
What damage then?
140,000.
So here we want to be 10% or lower. I think we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, that's not so bad.
And stay in there.
Oh yeah, stay in the bubble. Oh shoot, I don't have any mitigation left. Oh my god. 2 seconds? 2 seconds. Oh my god, I'm really kidding. That's awkward.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How did I stop it? Oh, I probably shouldn't be the first target. That's probably
Huh? I don't know where to point this.
towards the
Oh,
edge, probably.
toward the corner.
Yeah, you don't want to do it across.
Okay, so there are how many meteor spots and who
4.
takes them?
4 of them.
Probably
4
the people
meteors,
that
2
don't
white, 2 black.
tether.
Right, but like the tethers you can bait because it's whoever's closest. So the
Presumably the meteors are also colored, so
They
you
are.
probably want to take it to an opposite colored one because
Yeah, they are.
it's going to hit
There's
you in
2 white, 2
your
black.
color.
In that case, the black ones were northeast and southwest. Although I don't know if do that way. I assume they'll always be diagonally to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they always going to be in the same diagonals, or are they going to be random?
They're probably going to be opposites, but like, okay, so here, let me need markers really quick. It seems pretty straightforward, the solution. So, number 4, that's where the white bird was. Well, here, I guess it's easy to clear these. So, this was a white. Actually, let's use colors. What am I doing? So, like,
Seems
this was
like-
this half of the arena, right? So, B was a bird tether, a white bird tether, and 2 was the white meteor. So, presumably, B should be pointed to D, and 4 would then go clockwise over here to this white tether, or to this white meteor.
I thought that they were in the middle of the arenas. Like,
On the second part, they're in the middle, crisscrossing.
so it's like the tethers.
Okay, maybe they were coming right out of the middle. I don't know.
Because I know that I ended up getting the 4 tether, but when it shot straight across. So it's like, once I got the tether, it was basically like latched onto me in a left to right fashion. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like it follows you in that line. So if you're like on this line and the tether's right behind you, like right here, then it'll do this entire line. Then why don't we
So
just
what
do
it seems like is,
the clockwise line.
so we need to have, so yeah, there are 8 people. So we need to have 2 people doing the tethers. Sorry, for each color, 2 people doing the meteor towers and 2 people doing the tethers. Right? So
Yeah,
one
that's
person.
good.
Yes?
We make the DPS get the tethers, the tanks get the front meteors, and healers get the back meteors.
Okay, that's fine. So, basically, we would have the, we'll say red and purple are together. We have DPS in these positions, the purple DPS, and, or, whatever color it is. And then we have the white DPS or whatever color in those positions, and then you have the tanks and healers in the corners. Does that sound fine to everybody?
You're going to want to have the people taking in the corner go as far into the corner as they can and still be in the meteor, because they might end up in the line other.
I'm pretty sure the meteor is like exactly 1 square large.
Yeah, but sometimes people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to be just in the meteor. You have to be as far into the corner as possible.
Sure.
To clarify the way this mechanic works, are we thinking that the birds on the outside that are tethered to you shoot straight across, but will move according to the tethered until they go off?
That's
Is that
what
what's
it
going
looked
on?
like.
Okay.
It looks like
So it's like
once,
the hand.
Once you have become tethered, it will follow you left to right, and then wherever you stop, it'll shoot all the way straight across. So we just need to make sure that the 2 tethers are not in the same column or row of the same color.
You can achieve that pretty easily by making sure that you're always, say, counting along the edge, the second or third tile, depending on whichever you want to consist of. As it is now, you've got the markers.
Right.
2 from the clockwise.
We should do marks, and then I guess the other one's pretty self-explanatory. Just be on the second one.
Here, I'll throw these up just for.
We don't really need 2B.
You don't need 2B anymore? Alright. Then we'll use
Do we need 1-3 A or C?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure we need the front markers.
sometimes it doesn't hurt.
Blue is first. Next, red is first. Red will be first again. I'm dead.
Sorry, Carrot.
Oh,
We're
no.
all dead.
Blue is first. Next red will be first. Red will be first again.
Oops. I was confused why my health was going down. Then I realized that this boss technically auto attacks.
Worst combination.
Stack.
Ooh, that's spicy. I hit the button again.
I also keep forgetting to not heal until the boss disappears.
It's gonna be a problem. He's DCing.
No, just that.
Gonna make the DPS check a little bit harder.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh no. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's that close.
Oh, like that's 6%.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I never LB. So sad.
So what happened to placeholder?
I don't know. He said he just got blue screen.
Oh, that is what happened then.
There's no fire, right? We're not going for three times.
Nothing's on fire. No, nothing's on fire.
Not going for.
Oh, hey, the fate.
Oh, right. I guess
That's in 20 minutes, right?
No, it's like right now. I think.
4 minutes? I thought it was at 22, she said.
Yeah, like 22.
I thought it was an hour and 20 minutes after. All right, well, I guess we'll take a 5-minute break if you don't want to do the fate.
That's probably how long it'll take for the computer to reboot, too.
Should remake the party?
You don't need to be in a party.
Oh. Where do I go?
The firmament. Have you been to the firmament?
Where is that?
Oh, you're right. It's 23 minutes. Oh, well.
I should still try to
It's
set
still
up.
going to take that long, I think.
All right,
Not
so
23
go,
minutes,
go to
but it is 23
Foundation.
minutes.
Go to Ishgard Foundation. If you have not been to the firmament, then you can go to the broom and walk down to the end of the thing. There's a guy who is a gatekeeper, and you talk to him, and he allows you into the whatever restoration area. Once you get into the restoration area, there's going to be a bunch of NPCs that you need to talk to that have little various forms of exclamation points over their head. I guess I need to be on a crafter.
But he hasn't unlocked any of this?
Has Kanata played this game other than expert?
And the recruitment notice for some beet soup towards the firmament.
I thought he at least got in here, right?
Guess I'll do this on blacksmith.
Also, no, you were right, Garrett.
Do I need to craft or anything, or have any?
Nope.
Okay.
You just need to be on a crafter or a gatherer.
Okay. Do I need gear for it?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
You're just going to interact with stuff. That's it.
You should be on whatever you want to gain levels at least.
Yes.
Okay.
It gives really good experience. But it is in 20 minutes, so.
You can do one pull.
Assuming that placeholder gets online.
We're building a fountain.
You figured they'd start by, rebuilding the broom, but hey, what?
No, that's where poor people live. Come on.
This will take several minutes. It's like a cutscene. Oh yeah, should we try to be in there like early before the instance gets filled up?
Everybody else is in.
Right. You're alive.
Well, I think it's time. Time to turn off player names.
I'm back.
There's a lot of people here. Kupo stands.
Collect your Kupo stamps.
Oh, yeah, the names get closer as more models start appearing.
Do I need inventory space?
I mean, you should always have inventory space when you're doing raiding.
We have like 6. Is that like enough?
Sure.
Ah, I become a like miner, right?
Whatever
Yep.
you want XP on.
I did it on Fisher the first time. Because I hate fishing.
Can we just wait here? We talk to Awkward?
That'll probably actually start down here. Because we're working on this part of the restoration.
I have no idea where down here is.
Down the stairs in front of you, like off toward the... It says we're building a fountain, so I can see where the fountain is supposed to be.
Over here?
So yeah, it'll probably be down... I don't know. in this pathway, depending on what they want us to do. I don't think we'll be sweeping.
But all I know how to do is sweep.
Sweep epically.
So what do we do here? We just stand around when the event starts?
It's very underwhelming.
There will be a fanfare. It will play some overly epic music, and then you'll click on a thing. And then maybe you'll click on a different thing.
Yeah, you'll probably have to move to a different thing and click on it, and then you'll probably have to move to a different thing and click on it. So if you have the thing turned off where you don't click on people and just the objects, I don't know what that is on PC.
You can just draw your weapon.
You can.
But
hold
won't you put it away if you interact with something?
You can hold the X button to hide other players and not interact with them.
Okay.
I say the X button. It's the X key because it's on a keyboard, not a button board.
Because there's usually a sea of people also wanting to interact with the same thing you would like to interact with. So. Is that your sister bouncing around us?
Yes. Come on, boys. The corona can't get all of us. Okay.
I mean, it can.
Could be like social distancing. Everyone needs to be at least 6 feet away from me.
Alright, time to check on this thing. I'm extremely underwhelmed by the implementation of parasols. 5 minutes.
cat's hungry.
Oh, oh yeah, there's a piggy in this game. Like every time I go to the quest board, there'll be a Poogie there, and I can't unclick on Poogie. It's like, no, I really need the quest board, Poogie. You can, no, let me move you a little bit. Alright.
Oh, you always have to pet him. Always.
Just like Monster Hunter.
Always. You carry him around and unlock all his outfits, because that's important. I think I spent the day doing that.
Very important.
You have to take him up high so he can see the view, and you unlock an outfit that way.
I mean, you also need to get good bond with Poogie so you can get poop.
That's true. Well, I always pet him every time I come back to town. I play with him. Because he's cute. Especially in the little bumblebee outfit.
Aww.
It's so cute. I want a pig. In real life.
Like a pet pig?
Yes, I want a pet pig. Like since I was 7. Charlotte's Web did that to me.
Aww.
Okay, I started cooking dinner. It'll be cooking for a while.
43, right?
Less than 1 minute. 43 what?
Yes.
Less than 1 minute.
Because they can't do actual seconds, so sometime in the middle of 43.
Okay. And there's no quest, you just like, it's just a fate?
Just be in the zone.
Okay. Oh hey look, someone's DCing.
Oh no!
Oh, they vanished.
Oh no, sad!
Yeah, models are definitely disappearing unless they're extremely close. This is old ARRS ranks.
Yep. Actually I turned the names off back then and I never turned them back on.
Yep. Construction commenced. Go and interact with a thing. Cannot perform action during this phase. Well,
Supply pile, workstation, and then nothing.
alright, there's a workstation. Where's the supply pile?
You gotta go back farther.
I see. I would follow the people, but I can only see the people that are immediately next to me, and they are also confused. I feel like they should have turned on instancing just for this zone.
I'm so confused. Where do I go?
Halfway down the bridge is a supply pile. You interact with that, then you interact with the workstation that you just passed, and then you interact with the building site that you just passed. And then you repeat. Forever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think a fountain would be my highest priority.
It really ties the plaza together.
Oh, people are DCing. Oh, okay.
Well, at this rate, I'm gonna have about 3 contributions.
I think that's all you can do.
Probably do
There are
5.
2 on the other end of the bridge, or depending which end you started on. There's 2 on one end and 3 on the other, I think. And then they respawn.
Although it looks like the thing will be over at somewhere around 4 or 5 contributions.
Where are the other ones?
If you walk all the way to the past the bridge on the other side. It's either on the side that towards the entrance or the side on the opposite side of the entrance.
Ah.
Yep, seems like I'll barely get forward.
It's probably enough for cold.
Oh, we get a whole extra minute. Oh, that's a lot of DC symbols. Watch the instance craft or the instance fail in like 15 seconds.
Stay for the whole level. What
Damn, 12
Everybody,
million.
look at
12 and a
everybody. And what a pretty fountain we made.
Okay, I am getting the heck out of this area. Alright, we're all done if everyone's back.
Oh, I am doing 22 FPS here.
That was as underwhelming as you said it could be and more.
Yep. But the music makes it seem like it's more epic than it is.
Da 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 da. Building myself a fountain. Now I'm going to the supply pile.
That's pretty good.
Are those the lyrics you sing to yourself as you do it?
Gotta stay motivated somehow. Is Tam and placeholder back?
I'm ready. I was playing Triple Triad.
It's hard for me to do both of those parts.
It's very hard for me to do offbeat things as well.
Alright, Tam said he was ready, so.
Oh, I was teleporting or switching something. I don't know. Blue first. Red's first. And red first.
Guess I'll use Rampart next time too. Oh, nope. I slipped off.
I'll get the res.
That's the first time I've made a mistake there. My part's usually pretty easy.
Almost certainly need the LB for this.
Directions are hard. Oh, get out.
Oh shit. The 5,000. Right. This is the fourth one, right? Should open. Yeah. Oh, it does 6%, so I think we're screwed.
Yeah, 2 DPS deaths is not allowed. 1 DPS death is probably not allowed.
Maybe if it's me.
You matter and I care.
Thanks.
We all matter. Who's first? Who's first again? And Reddit's first or last.
Alright, first real mechanic.
I got Midori.
I keep doing that. Oh, these might be a little close.
Oh, it's a good-
They're close.
Pretty dead. Get the res.
Spicy.
We need to talk about tank positioning after this, because we gotta figure something out.
Sorry, Blaze.
Oh, yeah,
This is definitely a trap.
Oh,
No, it's heavy.
not that it matters.
Ooh, that did 2,000 damage. 2,000 damage LB.
Alright, so Tam,
What's up?
I'm falling behind, and people on at least on my side, just because of the timing of the explosions and everything, it's really awkward. So when I've been on the leading edge, I've been trying to basically take off as soon as the stack happens and run the full all the way to the end, knowing that it's going to be out of the way in time. And if I'm not doing that on the trailing edge, it just is really awkward and makes it a lot more difficult. So I'm going to just run the full quarter length, or full side, all the way down to the other corner.
Yeah, whoever is in the lead should be, hugging the ass of the other one. Because
Yeah,
that gives the most room for the person behind you to maneuver for mechanics.
Right, but there's a bunch of other types. If you don't use that window right after the stack to move them, which is when the leading one does start moving again, they just get interrupted at random times, and you run all the way across the arena, and then they're just stuck in the middle.
Oh yeah.
So
Uh,
Goodbye, Pokeball.
Blue
It
screen
happened again.
What does the blue screen say?
I don't know. It's gone now. There were a lot of words on it though.
Was the bottom of it a random string of numbers about like what, 16 digits
Yeah,
long?
I don't know. He's in the other room.
crap.
Oh, you could ask him. I don't know.
He's very frustrated.
It's probably the video card.
Well, no, if it's that string of numbers, it's a RAM issue. It's a memory address.
Oh, if
'Cause
it's
it-
in Windows 10, it just has a QR code these days.
But it does also give you a thing to look up, like what the code is.
Take a picture of it.
We need a GoFundMe page for a new computer.
He's pushing them FPS though.
On potato settings.
I mean, there isn't that dramatic of a difference between potato settings and like high or maximum settings unless you start like really changing stuff. Mostly it's spell effect.
I get it like 30 on max, 20-ish on my laptop.
Alright, let's see here. There's graphics.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the bathroom.
Alright, I have my settings set at maximum. I'm getting 40 frames per second. If I set it to potato settings, where do I turn off frame rate capping? Center display settings. Frame rate, none. Yeah, on potato settings, I'm getting like 100, 150 frames per second
Mm-hmm.
at 4K.
Wow.
On maximum settings, it's 40.
Yeah, the last like the highest level of like lighting and shadow settings always is just like huge. If you just go up to near max, you should still be like at
46.
70 or 80.
Nope. High desktop is 45 frames per second. Maximum is 40.
Hmm.
High laptop is 55, 55, somewhere between there. Standard desktop is 90, 100. Like, the difference between standard laptop and standard desktop is basically nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just going to continue playing at 40 frames per second. It's fine. I'm also playing, what is it? Windowless bordered with a million screens open. Which is not really a rendering issue for the most part. It's mostly just got a lot of shit in RAM.
I think this game caps at like 100 something. Or something is weird. Or it just doesn't do anything. Like, weird. This actually does nothing. I'm at 100 and something. No matter what setting I'm using. That's weird. Just that these settings don't do anything. I don't understand.
You know, in fairness, there's not a whole lot going on in this arena. It's
There's a million
mostly
birds.
whatever lighting they're applying to the idol
But-
over there.
Each of those birds is either like 16 polygons or 2.
Yeah. it's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
dull.
the question is what kind of shadowing they're doing, and knowing
looks like-
video games, there's no way in hell it's dynamic.
Oh yeah, no. like you have the stencil shadowing for players on the arena floor, but
Yeah,
it
looking
does
at the
not
ones
appear
in
that the models are doing any sort of shadowing.
Yeah, looking at
No,
the
no,
ones
no,
in
no.
the background, it looks like they actually
They have shadows.
Yeah, they're doing the same
They have
shadow.
shadows. Like my tail has a different shadow compared to the rest of my body.
Well, they have
I see
basic
the-
shadows on the ground, but if you look at them in the sky,
Yeah, they don't have shadows on each other.
they're not changing even as they.
I'm
even as
looking at
they
the
change
shadows
relative
underneath the
position.
platform, and like it's pretty much there.
They might not throw shadows on each other in the air if they're also light sources, though. Because they'll block the. So the only way you get shadows is on another surface, like the orb down below.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they're even light sources. I'm guessing. I'm
You just
guessing they're just arbitrarily brightened.
Yeah, so
Since you'll see flocks of dark ones with a single bright one in the middle.
So, I mean, you can control on a model things like self-illumination or ambient lighting on a per model basis, which is probably what they're doing. But you can also toggle whether or not to project shadow maps onto that surface or not. And there's no reason why you would project shadow maps onto a complicated moving surface, because that's a huge performance hit.
So I get 92 to 94 FPS uncapped in here. That's on maximum. What's your other stuff? Because I thought you replaced your video card with a 1070 when your last one set on fire.
Alright, are you on 4K?
I'm not. I'm on 1080p, so I guess that would be the big difference. Yes, 4K.
I built a new computer since then. I'm now using
Ah.
an RTX 2080 Ti, so that's
Ah,
definitely a sufficient video card. But running it at 4K in windowless bordered with multiple monitors does ding it slightly.
are you doing the 3 monitor spread?
No, I only do 2 monitors. I have a horizontal one and a vertical one.
Out of vital curiosity, are you running it screen on the monitor?
Windowless bordered.
Okay. That's actually what I was going to recommend for performance, because by default, Windows 10 applies a 50% upscaling, so 4K usually means 25 whatever. If you're windowless border, if you're full screen, it will actually render native resolution, which is not good for performance at all.
BRB.
Are you playing at 4K, Kanata?
Oh, 1080.
Oh, what's your graphics card?
It's a 2070.
Huh.
But my CPU is from 2013. The 3570K probably. 3rd gen i5.
Wait. Okay.
Oh.
So multi-core, no hyper-thread. Not that it matters. This game doesn't exactly do great on multi-thread performance anyway.
Yeah, in my admittedly limited library, I have run across one game that, under any circumstances, is CPU bottlenecked. It's not this one.
Oh, this game can certainly CPU bottleneck. It's just you have to be pretty low for it.
It can, hypothetically, but anything remotely resembling a modern processor is not going to have a problem. Usually. I do not include LIMSA in my gross generalizations.
Or that thing we just did. It's getting 22 FPS in that.
We were doing Odin, right? That was Odin. Totally.
As far
The
as I could
epic.
tell.
The music was epic. Clearly, we were doing a like a boss, right? Boss.
It's kill your computer, boss.
It's throw some dry ice in the case, boss.
Alright, I switched it from just to see, and it makes no performance difference if I'm running it at full screen or borderless windowed.
I'm coming eventually. Oh, I'm the only one in here. Oh, there you are. I think it's time for me to get a new computer.
Yup.
Okay, I could only get it up to 182
I
FPS.
need my government neat bucks. Where are they?
They're coming in like 2 weeks, aren't they?
Yeah, like the 6th.
Now here's the real question is going to be, when will deliveries resume on non-essential items?
For what, like Amazon?
They're still going.
For whatever.
That they're
And-
still doing it. They're just not accepting stock from third-party vendors into their warehouses for non-essentials. But anything they ship and sell, Amazon is still going to ship out. It's if you were a vendor selling stuff through Amazon that they won't accept your stuff unless it's essential. Of course, that could change tomorrow, but you know.
We can lose another 12% tomorrow.
But that would be a smaller 12%.
That's true.
Carrot, are you also ready?
Momentarily.
So what did your blue screen say?
What? I have a iPhone off.
What did your blue screen say?
Have you ever read a blue screen?
Yes?
There's
Yes?
so much text on that damn thing. Get out of here.
No, like,
Wait a minute.
You
What?
generally only
Okay,
read about
wait.
one or two lines.
Are you on Windows 10?
No, Windows 7.
What was the last line? Was it a string of numbers?
I'm ready now.
I'm fairly certain that my hard drive is just failing. It's probably from 2004.
You got that click.
No, but for it to blue screen twice in one night, I don't know what else would cause that.
RAM.
Aside from a failing hard drive.
Usually memory.
A RAM?
Like, the OS is almost always able to handle a hard drive failing.
also graphics card. Basically, any part of your computer can explode.
Motherboard.
Especially if it's an intermittent problem.
Well,
Like,
when I get my government neat bucks, consult with you guys for buying a new thing, or at least some new parts.
Is this a real thing? I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, we're all getting $1,000. Yang Gang 2020.
Nope.
Yeah.
One time.
Except that it's coming because Trump is doing it, but
Whatever. It's Yang Gang 2020 in spirit.
There are limits though.
Yeah, if you make over like 140 or something, you're exempt, right?
75 is single. So, get
Red
married
first.
like this week and then it'll be good, right?
You're cute. We don't work in the Bay Area.
Who is what color?
Red first.
It's red.
As much as I'd love to leave it up to like a majority vote based on who's standing.
Blue is first. And blue is first again.
Wow, that was so close! How do you guys do that?
I waited until the call, and the call came right then.
I abuse the server.
I mean, I pretty
It's okay,
much
the server
always
likes
just wait
it.
for my gas to finish. There's about 3 seconds between birds. So.
When you get go forward in the middle. Feels good, man.
Oh shit! I telefragged.
Whoa, jeez!
You took me with you.
Oof.
Yeah, no.
I think we're dead.
alright.
Also, for that first set
I
of,
finally did it right.
for that first set of birds, it will stay the same twice, and it'll change once.
Huh. That doesn't really help enough, but I guess it's interesting.
They made it so patterny.
If it happens twice, the same color twice, then you know it's going to switch for the last one, I guess. That's the only time it's relevant.
Yeah, it doesn't repeat the same pattern 3 times.
Well, or the other way around. Once it swaps, you know it'll stay the same for the rest.
Blue. Blue. Red.
I need help.
Don't go through the middle!
We can't offer the kind of help you
Cannot
need.
help.
I can give you someone's number though.
I told you. I need help.
Why would you rest me?
Just in case you take it.
Hmm.
Payback.
I probably just need. If I've used it, I needed to just start on that side
Probably.
instead of stacking with the group. Otherwise, problem is like it's so far later that like I forget whether I've used it. But not so far later that it's back up.
Blue. Red. Red again.
The backwards one is hard.
Oh, I see now.
But not eight.
In just a second.
I think y'all are probably screwed.
Maybe do it with 3.
Could I make a request? When we're dropping the puddles, could the people in the middle drop it a little further to the north and a little further to the south, so that there's a bit of a gap in the middle? That way we don't have to like hug the shit out of that in order to not get completely destroyed by our thing.
That's certainly possible, but it is a fairly large. We'll have to move it a lot.
not you don't have to move it a lot. That's the whole point. It's just like
Really?
yeah, like right now they're equally spaced, and that means that like there's a lot of overlap between them. But even moving it just a little bit can create a lot of like I don't need a path that you can walk through. I just need the space between it to be.
Oh,
small.
okay.
I can't move right away right there, or else I'll.
Well,
Is that the third one or the fourth one? That's the fourth one, yeah. Oh, I think we're screwed by one here.
Let's see what this one does. Well, I've fully even finished the animation.
Nope! Rip!
Oh, it does. No, it does 9.5%. So woohoo!
Not sure what we can do to optimize that particular phase.
can't seem to get the timing for the back one down.
Also, I missed some GCDs in my inner release.
Well, I don't mean
Hang
like
on.
I don't think DPS is the thing that needs to be optimized.
We're putting a kettle of water on
Okay.
because I can't stop coughing.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Feels bad, man.
Quarantine him. Quarantine him.
So she's gonna make some hot tea because that's what they say you're supposed to do.
Tea and honey and lemon.
Okay, it takes like 30 minutes to boil, so you can put up another ready check.
30 minutes? Wait, what?
Look, man, it's an apartment. We can't control the stove.
Might I recommend an electric kettle?
Put it on the register.
I have an electric kettle. I have like 3 actually.
Completely unironically, wonderful.
Put on the registry right next to the RTX Titan.
Titan Blacks? Or whatever the new one is.
I used to be able to keep track of stuff like that. No, I have no idea what that is.
$2,500.
Blues first.
Seems reasonable.
Blue again. Red.
Why?
I tried to suicide myself. I'm sorry.
I think suicide is not.
Although, actually, I don't know about. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I actually twitched my joystick at the last second. I was pointed in a good direction until that happened. I think.
I don't.
I always think it's gonna freeze me before it does.
So literally on that poll, I realized that the floating combat text tells you what direction you're gonna go because it says right with thee or left with thee or whatever.
Indeed, and the
This
icon
changes
also
everything.
The icon on your debuff also points in the direction you're gonna go.
I knew that, but I don't like looking that far down on my screen because I'm usually focused on the middle, and now I can actually just see the middle part.
It's also prioritized in the party list, if that's easier.
You expect other non-healers to look at party list?
Yeah, bet. I don't even have that turned on.
Oh, okay.
I do. I'm lying. I shouldn't though.
I'm gonna point out that you can move your debuff things anywhere you want on your screen.
Yeah, but I like them where they are.
I mean, he has.
Where you can ignore them? Great.
Yeah, why would I want to know what debuffs I have?
If only there was a way that you could use the debuffs to do raid mechanics.
Look, if I'm getting hit by debuffs, it's because I'm messing up mechanics. I don't need to see that.
I'd actually love it if you could make a copy of the debuff bar and put it somewhere else.
I actually have mine size 140 right in the middle of my screen.
Yeah.
Everything else is out of the middle, but
Which actually, because you get a named buff, you can set up your ACT trigger to just say, you know, teleporting left or teleporting right.
There are many ways.
Who's first? Red is first. Red again.
Why am I dead? Right, so here is where if whoever's north can be just a little more north, and whoever's south is a little bit more south.
You are super north. Or cylinder and placeholder, I mean, you're stupid.
Probably don't want to do that.
What? I fucking did the mechanic.
Oh.
Of course, I died, so my rotation's screwed. Which means we'll probably fail this phase.
for my own selfishness, I would kind of appreciate it if I could drop it slightly closer in. Not a whole lot, though. Also, sorry about dropping so low. Just trying to remember Midori's name.
Rip.
Oh, that's bad.
I can get carrot.
That was too close, apparently.
I got LB2 though.
Thank you for protecting me with your body.
You can LB2 with Rip.
Also, since you forgot my name, I wasn't listening to anything you said because I didn't know it was directed at me. So what do you want me to drop where?
Basically, if you could keep the ice off of this little strip here, so just a couple steps forward from where you were, I would appreciate it.
Oh, okay. Well, Carrot was asking for a spot in the middle. I thought that was partially my fault because they squish up on you really close. So,
Yeah.
So you want it further back?
Forward, just
Forward.
slightly.
Well, normally I'm right here.
Right. So like.
You want it back here. This is not forward to me. This is backwards. But okay.
I personally don't really care. The main thing is I would like this back strip to be left open.
Okay, yeah. I'm usually right here. It was just Carrot was asking. I thought that meant both sides had to move in different directions because I get pretty close to nearest.
Yeah. So just a couple steps is enough. So like right
Okay.
here is fine. And you can do whatever you want on your side. I just wanted to have a little bit more room on my side because it was solid ice like all the way up, and I'd have to get inside the little like cleavage between them, and sometimes it would get awfully tight.
Most men like to be in cleavage.
Yeah, I want the open space because.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll stay further.
Kanata's teleporting more. He's teleporting
right here.
Forward.
I don't think Playful and I are having a problem with the cleavage, so.
Bet.
I'll just stay where I was.
Woo. Blue again. Then red.
Oops. At least my tether's pointing the right way.
Ice puddles.
Perfect.
That's so close.
Oh shit, I hit the button. Enjoy your 5 seconds of DPS.
I didn't enjoy it.
No, it's right now. You have 2 ECDs.
All DPS should be on the 14% one, or at least non-melee.
Probably overkill. Oops. Better safe than sorry.
Alright, what does this phase do again?
Rifle.
Tethers.
Number 2. G. D4.
I'll take the back one. And 4.
We did it.
Okay.
Now with portals.
Red is black. Red is staying black.
Oh, gee, what are these things? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh
Blue should be
Alright, so we
black.
have to do a left-right split there so that we have not
Oh,
everyone on
no.
the same corner.
Oh, we have 4 corners, right? So
We have 2 real corners.
the range
There's
isn't
enough-
bad.
I mean, you're right.
Like we have so many ranges.
Hey, it's this thing again. I had 10 seconds left of my cooldown.
Oh wait, really? Well, that's awkward. So if
Did
Tam
you
gets
use yours first or second?
Pretty sure he did the second one.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah.
Unless people want to stay, which I don't think we're close enough to justify it, this is going to be the last poll.
Did the kettle finish? It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think she's doing something with it now.
Oh, it's 10 minutes ahead of schedule.
Maybe we should just call it. I'm feeling pretty shitty.
Alright.
Okay. Spoiler check. How many more mechanics are we until the end?
Technically 2, but it's all part of one phase.
I mean, the last one with the cyclone, basically just a big heal check.
I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys next week.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Well,
Good night.
Hopefully.
Incidentally, doesn't the floor AoE go through res immunity?
unsure.
I think so.
That's annoying.
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Alright, well, I'm going to go get my lasagna. I have family-sized lasagna that I was cooking, which means that I'm going to be eating for me and my food baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Back.
head out as well.
Back in the bed.
Sorry about missing Friday. I should be able to make this one.
Okay. So I think what we're probably going to do, actually, is Midori, are you still here? I know. Maybe Midori's still AFK. Anyway, we might end up trying to find, like, recruit for an actual static for the Blue Mage stuff for the, actual raid achievements, since it's going to require people to be committed to actually learning the fight on the Blue Mage. And it's going to be annoying to try to do that with randos every week.
Right.
And if we end up doing it as a static, we might push it to a different week, or sorry, a different day of the week that's not Friday, because Friday is technically FC night, although the people who Midori is doing that for are not currently like logging in reliably, so that's why it got changed to Blue Mage. So I mean, this is just a long roundabout way of saying the day of the week might change, and if you know people who are interested in doing an interesting sideways challenge in the form of Blue Mage raiding, let them know, and we can it's not a lot of work to get somebody up to playable. The hard work is going to be learning the fights.
One or two people who might be interested, but I can't say about their schedules. So
okay, well, let them know and find out.
If we can set one day first, that would be.
Well, for now,
easier.
we're gonna keep doing it on Friday, but we'll find out pretty soon. We might just assume that it's gonna go on a different day of the week because of the FC night thing. So if you can find a day of the week that works for you, and I mean, considering we're basically in quarantine right now, I'm not heading out on Saturdays and Sundays, so those days of the week are also free for me.
That's actually why I missed last Friday, since I used the outside world to remind me when daytime is. Not being allowed outside means I forgot when the sun came up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, during the week is easiest, except for Saturday. If you do it 7 p.m. Pacific, it's not a problem for me.
Okay, well, I'm going to create a Blue Mage channel in this Discord, not the other one. Or I guess a Blue Mage group of channels or whatever. Actually, I could just make it a sub-channel of raiding, and we can coordinate there.
We'll see how it all plays out. In the meantime, catch you later.
Have a good one. Bye.